one of the things we're looking at, I came to Seth. I came to Seth through a guy named Galen Maddie out of Vista, California, and the price was right. You're exactly right. That is a ridiculously low price. What I'm trying to do is to increase the amount of people, the participants that I have, or option, or the ways that I can get people to go to come to. At this point, these fiduciary classes that I teach, I'm not going to be doing another one until January. I'm right in the middle of them right this second. So, how, as we, that's one thing. And then the other thing that I'm doing, Seth, I haven't told you yet, is we're getting ready to do a virtual selling thing where we're going to be putting this out on Facebook, on all kinds of different social media, to be able to have people come look at a 15-minute thing that I'm doing that just talks about protecting their money and that kind of thing. So I'm kind of wondering, Seth, if you could, because I missed the first part of your sales job because Galen had already done it. You know what I mean? It's just what your videos, or what these doodles, what kind of luck what kind of success that you've had, not luck. The harder you work, the luckier you get. But what kind of success you've had with regards to, and if you can measure what kind of success you've had with regards to increased viewership, or is this something that catches people's eyes, etc.
Yes. Okay. So I think there were a few questions in there. I'll try and remember them. You may need to jog my memory. I apologize, and I'm not necessarily going in order. So I'm going to go backwards. So are we able to quantify results? Yes. So for example, we have found that if you put this Doodle video on, let's say, your landing page, you will increase the number of people who sign up for whatever your offer is by at least 400%. So on average, it's about 4x. So that would be question number one. Well, then answer number one in reverse order. Then you asked, are people getting traction on these things? Are people viewing them? The answer is a resounding yes. So I will show you an example of one we did right now. I'm going to share my screen with you and show you their Facebook advertising account.
I can't see it right now.
You can't, but you'll see it on the recording.
Okay,
Chuck can see it now, but you can see it on the recording. This is a company called toiletmate.com, and they have invented an antimicrobial splash shield for your toilet. So you put this over your toilet before you plunge it, and then that way when you plunge it, none of the water, like gross water, like splashes back on you. And then the other thing it does is, because it creates a vacuum seal, it like turbocharges your plunger and makes what you plunge a whole lot. It makes it like really a lot more powerful than just a regular plunger.
Okay.
So that's the concept. It's a physical direct-to-consumer product. As you will see in the video, the Facebook ad account, you'll see, for example, this. We had 26,300 people view the video, and it cost us a penny a piece in Facebook ads, which is, you can't get any cheaper. Then we did the video as a post, and did a post engagement ad to get people to like or comment or share that post so their friends would see the video. And we had about 21,060 people comment, like it, or share it. And those engagements were also a penny a piece, which is unheard of in terms of Facebook advertising, because normally an engagement might be 10 cents, 20 cents. We've even had campaigns where the engagements were 50 cents or $1, and this got engagements at a penny a piece. So your answer to, do people watch these and do they engage with them, is a quantifiably resounding yes.
Okay.
Sure. I'm going to welcome Charlene, who just joined us. Charlene, meet Chuck and Patrick. Say hi.
Hi, nice to meet you both.
Good morning, Charlene.
And we will have, it looks like the other 15 people will be watching the replay. Patrick, that was two of your questions. One was, what results does it, what quantifiable increase in results will you see? And then, do people watch or engage these? I forget what the third question was.
Well, actually, that brought up another question. That is a consumer product that goes direct. So that's a hard, tangible asset. You know what I mean? When you're talking like Chuck's political thing, or my idea of financial,
Let me show you a financial advisor version. Right up your alley.
There you go.
So this is Derek Buckley. Derek Buckley is a financial advisor in New Jersey, and he is doing, he helps people with pick what Medicare plan to go to. So you turn 65, you're eligible for Medicare, and he tells you, he evaluates your situation, your prescriptions, your health, all that, your doctors, and says this is the best Medicare plan for you. So I'll show you his Doodle video in a second, but you will see this month alone, we've generated 47 leads, and those are people who physically filled out a form and said, yes, I want your ebook about picking a Medicare plan, and I want to talk to you. And you'll see we did 4 different campaigns this month, and the cost per lead varied between $16 to $48. And obviously the $48 one is paused, the 38 and 32 were paused, and the one that we ran the longest that got 37 leads was $16.01 a lead. So
there you go.
This is not business to consumer in terms of a physical product. This is financial advice, which obviously is an intangible. It works great. I'll show you one other financial advisor one, because obviously we've done a ton of those. This is Tom Troback. He is a college planner. And so he is helping families get their kids into, fill out their FAFSAs, get financial aid for their kids so that no matter how much money they make, they spend as little on college as possible, no matter what school it is. So as you'll see when you get to the video, is we spent $7,073 this month, and we sold out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seminars. So that is physical butts in the seats of people coming to show up at a seminar to hear his 2-hour presentation on college planning, and then obviously his goal is to get them into the office for a consultation.
Mm-hmm. How many people were in the seminar? Did you just say? I missed it.
We sold out 5. They told us to stop running ads because they were over full. I'm trying to. It was hundreds.
Cool. That's very cool.
So how does he, what was he using, do you know, Seth, as far as doing hundreds of people with his seminar?
Sure, I will show you, and Pat, you'll have to wait to see this till the video, but this is his lead generation page that we built, site that we built for him, which is the Doodle animated video on planning for college, the script of the Doodle video below it, and then the opt-in, the irresistible offer for the Cash for College ebook to the right.
Okay.
So a simple squeeze page that is converting like crazy.
Now, where does the Fox, MSNBC, is that all him?
Yes.
Okay.
So obviously, if you have a different media bar, we change it. If you have no media bar, this just goes away and everything else moves up.
I see. Okay.
But obviously, if you've got any media credentials, it certainly helps. If you don't, we can help you get those. That is a separate service, but we can do some PR so that you can then, we can't guarantee you placement on those exact media outlets, but we can either do a small PR campaign so that your resources are available on their site, so we can say you were there, or we have a PR department that can literally get you interviews with them, but that's obviously a significant investment to get you physically on all those stations, like to be interviewed on CNBC or to get you written about in the Wall Street Journal.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Yeah, but that's the squeeze page they're going to.
Seth, on that, is it okay to list that you've been on these, like Business Journal Barron's, if it's me personally, even though it's not necessarily associated directly with the Doodle that I'm showing?
Oh, we're not saying his Doodle was on those sites. We're saying he or his business have been mentioned.
Okay, all right, got it. So it could be for anything. It doesn't have to be
technically, I'm not a lawyer and I can't give you legal advice, but I would say absolutely because you've been on it. We're not saying the Doodle was seen on it. We're just saying Tom was seen on it.
Got it.
Okay. In some of those, he did physical interviews. In some of those, it was like a press release we wrote that we got them to place on their site so that then he's got a link back to his site from U.S. News and World Report and can say, look, I was seen on U.S. News and World Report.
Oh my God, I've got a ton of those.
Well, if you put a media bar at the top of whatever site you're doing, it will also increase your results.
Yeah.
Credibility.
Okay.
See, Seth, you're using ClickFunnels. Is that what you usually use and recommend?
It depends. So it depends on the client. So we will often split. So we will build stuff in ClickFunnels. We will also build stuff from scratch in WordPress. Here, I'll show you an example of a WordPress site. And we build everything we build is custom, but you'll get the idea of kind of the format we're following. This is a long-term care company. So what happens is you will pay them and they will go take care of mom and dad so that mom and dad can live at home and don't have to go to a nursing home. So again, video, ebook, opt-in, services, book a consult, who we are, blah, 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 testimonials. So it's longer than just a ClickFunnels site. It's got a nav bar and it's got a bunch of stuff on it. So depending on the target market you're going after, ClickFunnels may work great for you and this may be all you need, or depending on what they're paying you is another issue. So for example, the Prestige's average client is paying them like $50,000 a year, $30,000 to $50,000 a year to take care of their parents. So we found that for that price point, we needed a much more robust site that allowed them to poke around, look at things, look more like a real site, and look more credible to the senior for whatever reason. We've also found older folks tend to want more of a site as opposed to where those folks in younger generations are comfortable with a site like this and don't say, oh, that's not a real company. They're used to seeing them. Whereas if you're 75, if there's not a whole bunch of pages on it, you may be more skeptical. So it depends on the target market.
So you're able to redirect people once they go into ClickFunnels, they watch the Doodle, they get the report, then you can redirect them to your regular site for an upsell or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. My biggest problem right now is there are, I think, just shy of a gazillion different WordPress themes. Is there one particular?
Yes.
Not necessarily one, but one particular type of theme or something that we should look at? Because I'm not real thrilled with the theme that we're using right now.
Avada. The theme we build everything on when we build on WordPress is Avada. That you're looking at right now is Avada. Here, this is another. Yeah. This is another. This is a reverse mortgage broker. This is also on Avada. So again, you'll see a similar layout, but the content is all different.
Okay, perfect.
Stop, Eddie.
So Seth, I already have my squeeze page in ClickFunnels, and that's why I wanted to do the Doodle. But how do you follow? First, I wanted to ask you: do you review what's on that page for me when we do the Doodle, or how do you? It's the next step I'm looking at more.
Yes, so absolutely, we would take a look at that too, because we want to make sure you get the biggest bang for your buck. Even though it wasn't much bucks, we want to make sure that you get the higher ROI, because obviously this is lead generation for us. This is a loss leader for us, where we hope to do a fantastic job for you and have you go, wow, that was absolutely incredible. I got a great result and I got a great service experience. I want to do more with these people.
Well, I have a whole community who's looking at what yeah, you do. Okay. So I'm just wondering.
You should actually connect with Chuck. Chuck is a political campaign consultant. So Chuck helps people get elected to local office. So you got some folks in your tribe who probably are frustrated enough with their local governments that they maybe should talk to Chuck.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've got a lot of those.
Chuck would be a great guest on your radio show.
Oh, cool. Okay. All right. You'll tell me how to reach him, I guess. You'll give me a pro. Okay.
Yes. I was just on Charlene's radio show. Chuck would be very entertaining.
Okay. Good. I love it. Great.
So yes, we will take a look absolutely at the site that it's going on, if there is one, to make sure that you're using, the best practices to get the best results. If you want, we could, just as an exercise, if you want to give me the URL, we could take a look at it now.
Oh, sure.
And everybody could learn from
it. Yeah. Go to SharleneReeves.com.
Okay, let me switch my.
I just had the whole thing rebuilt.
Hey, Seth and you guys, I'm so sorry. I'm going to have to drop off. I will go look at the replay, and it was great chatting with you guys, okay?
Okay, thanks for coming, Patrick. We'll send everybody the recording, and then we'll see you next week, same time, same place.
You guys have a great day. Thanks.
Take care, Patrick.
Bye-bye.
Okay,
Bye.
Charlene Reed. Is this where I'm supposed to be?
Yeah,
It forwarded to Maximize Your Wealth Now,
yeah.
but I've got
And they're
nothing here.
fighting. This is all video, and they're dealing with this right now.
Okay, because
It takes too long to come in, and it's not looping.
I'm not
So
getting anything.
I know, I see that.
Okay.
I'll have to go back to them again.
Okay, so I would replace your adjectives. So if it were me, your
Yeah.
Doodle video goes here, your opt-in form goes to the right.
Oh, okay. Okay, great.
And I would move this up above the Doodle video, and it shouldn't be these words, it should be your irresistible offer headline.
Okay. And you're going to tell me what that is, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Then let's see, sign up to receive Shirley's weekly 2-minute video tips. Is that the offer you want to make?
No, the offer I want to make is to get them into my Compel Don't Sell course. And that's what the Doodle's going to be about.
Okay. Yeah, you got to get back to Bruce about that.
Yeah, I will. I'm traveling. That's the problem.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
right. You did email me.
And also, I just moved to Mexico on the beach. So now I'll be able to get settled in.
Well, congratulations.
Thank
Stay
you
away
so much.
from well, I don't know. Does Mexico get hurricanes too?
Oh, no, I'm on the Sea of Cortez. We get nothing.
Okay. All right. Good choice.
Only 4.5 hours, 2 hours south of the California border.
Okay. All right. So let's see here. All right.
Seth,
So
I think we should do one of these live at Charlene's place. You and I should hop a plane.
I think we should do a retreat at Shirley. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guarantee
It's a great place
the other 16 people would show up for that.
It's
Yeah.
a great place for a retreat, believe me.
Heck with networking.
I bet. All right. So the testimonials for Robert Allen and John DeMartini are obviously, I would move those up.
Up to
I would
where?
put 'em
Where
right
would you
on-
move
I
them
would
up
put 'em-
to?
I would put them right under the video.
Oh, right under the video. Okay. And
And
take
you
that
should-
other space out with my
Yeah.
book, because I'm just launching my book.
All right. But the video is not designed to sell the book, correct?
No, it just shows who I am as a media provider and trainer.
Okay. So
There's no verbiage. It's all just pictures. But I'll do the Doodle instead.
yes, do the Doodle, do the offer from the Doodle to the right of it. Move the testimonials up under the video. All right. Can we change? Do we have to have the counter here? Because you've got 400 and you've got 70 subscribers. I'm wondering if we can have the link to YouTube without the number, in Facebook without the number, just because it's not that high.
Okay, no counter. Okay.
I
don't know. I didn't
would
know
say
that
let's
was.
let's put some zeros at the end of it, and then then I would advertise the number.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so the fundamental issue is you've got way too much stuff on one page.
Okay.
They're gonna get. I mean, this would be great as like here's everything we do and who we are.
Mm-hmm.
My concern, and I don't know if you have analytics on your website or if you have a heat mapping software. My concern would be your prospects that hit this would have no idea what they're actually supposed to do and end up being confused and dropping off. Because there's so many. I mean, let's look at, I'm going to count just for a second. So there's one offer, 2, 3, 4, going to these other places, 5 for the book, 6 for the magazine, 7 for the keynote, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 videos, 15, 16, 17. You've got 18 things for them to do on one page.
Mm-hmm.
I would.
You know what I did is I followed Brendan Bouchard.
Right, but he's Brendan.
Yes, I know.
The issue with copying people like Brendan and Tony is that they can get away with stuff that some of us can't necessarily get away with yet. And then the other issue is they also are, forgive the analogy, but they're like a big dumb company.
Yeah.
that like Pepsi or Nike, who spend money on stuff that the small business owner can't necessarily afford to do because it doesn't necessarily work right away. But
Mhm.
Brendan, who's got over 1 million followers on Facebook, can afford to make some mistakes because he's got such big numbers, it doesn't matter. Whereas
Okay.
I don't know what kind of traffic you get. If you're getting, I don't know if you can, let's say if you're spending $1,000 a month or whatever on traffic, I don't know if you can
Mhm.
afford to waste any of that $1,000.
Well,
I mean,
you know, none of us can.
well, Brendan can afford to blow some money.
I
Tony can
can't.
afford to blow some money. Right. So I would
Mhm.
say Gary Halbert, one of my copywriting mentors, will say it has an example of if you had a gun to your head and literally knew that if you didn't produce right away,
Mhm.
you would die, or if it means more to you, if there was a gun to your child's head and the trigger will be pulled, if you
Right.
don't have the highest probability of success, would you have 18 offers on a page?
Okay. No.
I would
Well,
say
I'm
if my
okay.
life depended on it, I would absolutely not. I would give them one choice and one choice only and send the highest, most likely traffic that is the most likely to take advantage of that offer to only that page so that I have the highest probability that people will opt in and my trigger doesn't get pulled.
So you're saying that I should only have the doodle, the opt-in, and the testimonials on there?
I would do one. I might not. What I would do is test it. So I would leave your homepage alone for right now.
Mm-hmm.
Let's add a new page on your site that has the doodle, the opt-in, and the testimonials.
Yeah.
Let's drive the traffic for that offer to only that page. And
Mm-hmm.
then they can click on other places and go and go see all of this stuff. But the first thing what gets advertised is the offer, and where they get taken to is where to consume the offer. And if they want to go other places, that's great. But we want to take our best shot, and I want to send them to the offer they got marketed to right away.
Okay. Yeah.
So I wouldn't scrap this page first. I would add another one. Let's test it and and then we'll send the same traffic to your homepage and see which one performs better and
Mm-hmm.
see which one works, because I could be
Okay.
wrong.
Yeah. Okay.
I doubt
All
it,
right.
but it's possible.
Yeah. Okay.
And your target, my vote actually doesn't count. The only vote that matters is the people who are going to write you a check.
Right. Exactly. And right now I'm really pushing the book because the book is launching actually January 4th.
Who's doing your book launch?
I'm doing it with Patrick Snow.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Do
did
you
you
know
publish
him?
your? I don't, but that doesn't mean anything. Did you
Okay.
publish yourself, or are you publishing through somewhere
It's
else?
a small New York publisher.
Okay.
My whole goal with that is to get, Seth, my whole goal is to get people that will bring me on as a keynote or put me on their stages, because what I want to do is sell my, what do you say? For Compel Don't Sell, I want to sell the licensing so that people can sell it all over the world.
So you are speaking to, in essence, recruit affiliates,
Yes.
paid affiliates.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know if you realize this, but your finger's been right in front of the camera. Is there any way I can move
Oh,
it?
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Forgive
It
me.
distracts from your beautiful face.
Oh, yeah, right.
All right. So, okay. So I would, the art of, all right. So I'm also, oh, you have a quiz. Hang on a second. You did not tell me you have a quiz. Is the quiz built on, what did you build the quiz on? Are you using Ask or you disappeared. Where'd you go, Charlene? Charlene, can you hear me?
I saw I got on safe drive mode.
What did you build your quiz on? What software?
WordPress. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. We just can't see you anymore.
I'll come back as soon as I figure this out. Let's see. Wait a minute. Your microphone. Anyway, so yeah, it's a WordPress plugin.
Okay. So this isn't like Ask or something where you can, so you know whose answers are whose and can mark it automatically based on their 12 different answers?
Yes, I get that. I get that in an email.
Awesome. Okay, so that's not like integrated with Infusion or something.
No, I don't do Infusionsoft.
Okay. All right. Quizzes are social media gold. I mean, they work really well. People love to take quizzes. So
Right.
I would absolutely put that on I would also have another page for the quiz and promote the heck out of it.
Okay. All right.
True.
Another page for quiz. Okay.
True.
Are you going to see if you pass?
Yeah, I am. Now, see, I can't help myself. Actually, I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Actually, you know what? No, I don't give a shit what they think. No, I'm at a point where I really need the money. No. If my clients begin to ramble, I make every effort to redirect the conversation. Yeah, I do. Taking the time to. This is a good quiz.
Thank you.
Yes. These are good. I'm afraid of being pushy. Nope. I really feel offended. Yes. I hate repeating myself. My wife will tell you that. I'm patient.
No.
Let's go. Maybe it can make your account reflex. Yes, it does. I know how to define what I do in 4 to 7 words. Yes. I've thought about why networker. I don't know what. I spent a lot of time money to send them, but I'm just not seeing results. No. Start. Do I go start my quiz? I thought I finished it.
You shouldn't. It shouldn't say that.
I'm at previous or start your quiz here. The rest of the screen is blank.
They said they fixed it.
They are lying to you left and right. Who is your web developer? We should talk about that. There's my being pushy. Hire us now.
So you'll get the answer in your email.
Okay. All right. All good. But I love the quiz. But my question would be, what happens next? If this did work, would it take me to a different page based on what my results were and offer me something based on my answers?
Yes, it was supposed to. So I don't know what happened. I'm glad you told me that.
Yes. We test everything. We've had stuff that we worked and we get a client going, hey, that link is wrong. And we're like, damn it, we swear we posted the right one.
Yeah, right, exactly.
The little internet gremlins got in there. All right, we scheduled this for half an hour. I think we've packed a lot in. You guys did awesome. Chuck, do you want to toss in any other questions before we wrap up?
Yeah, just real quick. I know Charlene mentioned Infusionsoft, and I'm the same way. I've tried it twice, and it's just way above my pay grade.
That's because you're doing it yourself.
Yeah.
Is there I don't like
ESP that you recommend? That's one of my confusions. There's MailChimp, there's Vertical Response, which I've been using for about 10 years. I've heard great things about Aweber. Do you have something that you prefer short of Infusionsoft to get started?
Short of Infusionsoft. So they all work for different people. So there is no magic bullet other than Infusion that I will say every single person who doesn't use Infusion should use X. So for example, there's a CRM built into ClickFunnels that works great. I haven't used Vertical. That's one of the few we haven't used. I haven't used Vertical Response. We have clients who use MailChimp, so we use it for them. They primarily just use it for like opt-in and email, opt-in form and email. It's not as sophisticated to all the different permutations that Infusionsoft can do. I would say the one that's going to work the best is the one you're actually going to use.
I like Aweber a lot.
Aweber work. I mean, they all work.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter if you're not going to use Infusion. I would say it doesn't matter which one you use as long as you use something and actually get something out of it. Because we have had dozens and dozens of clients who bought Infusion, never used it, or bought Infusion, tried to use it, didn't use it, and we end up using it for them and running it for them because I say, what's the point of buying a Ferrari if you're never going to put any gas in the tank and take it for a drive?
Right.
That's right.
So we have at least a dozen clients that we run Infusion for them, and they don't even know. I don't know if they even sign in. It just automatically sends them their leads or whatever they're supposed to do every day or their fulfillment sequence to print and mail.
Yeah, it's awful. It's expensive, and you got to pay somebody to run it.
Maybe. Expensive depends on if I spend $300 or $400 a month and I make 6 figures from it. To me, it's a bargain. And
Well, that's different, but you got to figure out how to make all that work.
Right, correct. I didn't originally have anybody running mine. I went through the Confusionsoft and had to learn it all. And there's still tons of stuff I don't know, but I know enough to probably do better than 80% of the people who own it, and know enough to use it to run multiple businesses successfully on.
Mm-hmm. But that's what you do. You know,
Right.
if you just have one business,
Right.
it takes so long to learn it.
True.
It took me a long time to learn ClickFunnels, and I should tell you, I already have my funnels built in there. I just haven't used them because I haven't had the time to do it because of the book.
Right. Well, hopefully the book is pretty much done. And after
It is
you're
done.
Okay. Well, then you should dig your feet in the sand and learn at the beach and learn some ClickFunnels.
Yeah, I know how to do it. I just have to integrate it with Facebook and start making payments.
All right.
And the other thing is, what I asked you earlier, but I'm not sure I asked it clearly, was when you have them, I have a 40-minute video, but I don't know if it's too personal.
I haven't seen the video, and I don't know what you're using it for, so I can't answer that one yet.
Well, it was as a part of my funnel. So when they go from that first video, they go to the 40-minute funnel, 40-minute video.
I mean, we have funnels where they go to a 90-minute video after they opt in. It just, if it's done the right way to the right people, it'll work.
Okay. All right. Good. Okay.
All right. That's going to wrap us up for today. I will email everybody the recording, and then we will see you all next week at the same time, same place. Chuck, let me know where we're at with your post-Doodle stuff. And Charlene, please get back to Bruce after you're done traveling so that we can make your video.
Okay, great. All right, I'll do it. Okay, thanks, Seth. All righty, bye-bye.
Bye, Charlene.
Nice meeting you, Chuck.